And welcome back. Northstar here with another episode of HOI4, Gotterdammerung, Let's Play. I was doing sub-ideologies, AI nations. I think I explained before the anti-Stalinist, which is why I'm willing to work with them, even though this is from a role-play perspective. Something. Since the right opposition assassinated him when they had the chance, I don't know for sure where Stalin went. Introduced to an ordinary citizen. Anyways, Stalinist nations, which Finnish Bolshevik Party, Sapimi People's Committee, the People's Republic of Sapimi and Karelian. Ideology has little impact on the game, but they have a minus 40 opinion pound versus generic Marxism, where they would have a plus 20 opinion, they only have plus 10 from BG, so it's a full 50 points lower opinion than, say, if they were generic Marxist. At that level, slightly impacts. I'm assuming why the Karelian is doing army effort to fear, I think, of being invaded. Very minor thing. As so saw the industrialists will eventually turn fascist. They are anti-revisionist, which is a pretty rare subset of communist. Socialist Republic of Finland. They're anarcho-communist. For them, they're going to skip right over the. I can just go straight to a more anarchist commune approach, while still qualifying as Marxist, not like the Spanish work. Historically, such societies have never succeeded, but if they could, say under the or alliance with bigger powers, Kazari and espionage, that pretty much people fearmonger about with communist socialist nations. So good for them if they can make it work. Whether you think that these nations are often in a delicate situation, besieged, to talk about whether or not that's great. And won't ally with the Soviets, and they're sitting down there. Communist. I've played Greece a few times before, so I'm very familiar with the political instability, their conversion balance power. Well, I should say once before with a reset start. Going communist Greece, and if the only way they can have communist friendly like this while being on the bring back the exiled George II spirit is if they're going request communist support, which means they will flip right ally with Bulgaria, Yugoslavia. That's one of the branches. Given Socialist Republic of Bulgaria elected Tito, he came into our election. Could also mean that they normally mean they ally with the Soviet Union easily, but it doesn't specifically have them join. And the Bukharists don't like actually bring them into the fact if they ally with Bulgaria and Bulgaria eventually invades the Soviet Union, which they're programmed to do because it thinks they're it has something wording defy Moscow. I forget, but I think it references Stalin as a bug, and devs insist working as intended, that they're Stalinist even when they go the Balkan Federation path. I don't think that's right. However, historically, I think it's a Stalinist, but this is all where he isn't, as far as I can tell. So, the point is, if they join that alliance, they'll be brought into the Soviet faction by warfare means when they lose an offensive war against the Soviet Union, are probably puppeted, which will force them into the faction. Spain is just going to say no one's going to faction with them unless I create a faction with them. It's not worth it when I want to be in the Soviet faction for the good thing they can get if they're going this path. I'm assuming then that spirit will but they also get a cheaper trade cost than them versus available higher trade influence, basically. Or maybe it's actually they get cheaper trade with me as well. It's beneficial. They're a Dutch spy, so I can see this. Yeah, their takings for European Union. They think with most of the nations in the game common term, but then left it. I did have them off camera just to see what was going on. Fell through, which created a dip. Was enough for them to leave the faction with the trader penalty, which is permanent. So only ally the Soviets and communist faction. Austria has a faction, so because the AI is programmed to that path. But this faction and China via focus, even while they're still that could bring me into an earlier war here. Probably want to consider the redeployment here on the Austrian border. But eventually, particularly thinking Austria, the focus order, social ownership industries, agriculture, cooperative. I want that stability. I want that power. I want that political power. So for them to attack me, they have to go through, create a faction. So I have plenty of warning. It won't be for a while. I don't have any direct. I would have one direct puppet in Saxony into that. And it'd make more sense to Romania. Well, I'm still in a faction with Romania to push these mountains here. I'll leave it for now, but I need to maybe redoing some stuff. very short term. I rearranged my queue a little. I had anti-air guns in Wittenberg. There's the Hanover. Stockyards. One goes in air because there's a focus me at Philly. We'll just bomb my industry like crazy. Anti-air guns. Yeah, having to build more anti-air guns. It's very much only worth if you're going to build anti-air guns anyways, if you're going to have face heavy bombing. These two divisions, this guy actually gain Panzer has 10 out of 24 is just over 80%. So this gain Panzer leader experience. Bonus skill advantage, so he can actually do this. Hell could not deal with Italy though. I did mark access for the Czechoslovakia because they didn't have no access to Finland. The independent Finland will probably do licenses with them too soon. Yeah. Hungary? No. Same issues. Ran faction with me, so I would think. Oh! If I put... But I could probably a little more resources from... Shoot, they can't get there. But anyway, on the French border, just for that's something to do. And if someday go south, useful too. This volume a little bit. We're in an period at this point. I've got and these guys bombing. Are actually supporting this battle arc. Gotta capitulate Italy for too long has passed. Although the Soviets, I think, they haven't. They will soon do a collective security and anti-fascist policies. This faction for now can help Romania get the oil company with me. If Romania got attacked, but I don't have to join the war, and the Soviets just not happy. I'll refuse. Glad I'm able to do that. Join this war to fight Italy, not to fight the Union. Interest in inner reflect like that. It's currently battlefield. You guys need a skill. 20, almost 30% extra. There's no combat here. These guys haven't yet. My division's third territory already. Attack them across the room. These guys are done training. That guy means these guys can go. He's the planner. So currently on the Swiss board now, reduce the issues with rubber purchases in the future. Intimidation. No, if it's my puppets. CL somewhere in time. I can do it in a few days if necessary. For the day ticks in. Make the. Still, I'll get there. Because we're in a faction, but I can still win some this. I don't have any divisions on the border. There it is. Probably stick in description. To 10% because that's all the. We have. No. No. Make. Shows people. Well, trained and deployed it. Or switch him to a different template. So, maybe once they trained up to right. That's because I want to gain pans their leader people. I think each tanks in this battle. Overall portions. This looks actually. Forget it. In a second, before renaming the non-Emu is the fascist version. I guess devs probably on the fascist Civil War first and said non-aligned should have it too. That's the British taking their decision to. Amusingly, if this goes on, no, but they got although if they, this is adding resources in the Northern Territory. I don't know if they'll inherit the progress. Maybe they will. So I think I fast forwarded before, and they had the plus industrial. This could actually make industrially, whether it's extra or extra factories. These civil wars actually making their longer. It's fine. It's the oil that I didn't want. And when I say stronger, I mean stronger. I have to take a decision or something for integrated puppets, who give them 3/4 of military industry, 25%, which make Britain a lot powerful normally. For when it comes to all the factories in the big nation, it's going to have more developed, making them dangerous. Plus, the Civil War tech slots to be wary of the British being influence from moving these divisions. Hostilities there. Should have at least one. Adds to air and ensures protection. Plus, these guys are bigger. Make hold that war breaks out. I'll send these guys. 7 divisions. Know what they throw at me. This. If I wanted to, office where it's. Sure. Yeah. and anti-air guns. Because the main would lose this border is what? This oh, it's because it was trying to build just so I can see them. This guy. Do not need that. They'll be switched off anyhow before any possible war. Stuff. For or not, it's because I'm restarting fighter production. That's where I played out. It doesn't appear to have had progress. An upgrade in the way it's reliable. Take a little. I would rather use that on the paratrooper. That the tag. Six. Other things to do with this once I've had most of the dots into probably effective. No, not effective. Pfizer cost. That can be yeah. The FW one, I have an idea. This needs to be not stuff. Production efficiency for it's not nothing. Okay. So more 4% versus 80. because it's percent relative. Game. Fun. Which will help with the nationalization. So I'm trying to ban some extra recruitable manually. Demanding the immediate return, they make it a integrated puppet. Now escalate to full on civil discriminant is categorically another pop-up saying the British have dissatisfaction of heroists, because that was kind of their troops arrived here to help with. That can only mean, yep, another ace pilot. Fighter pilot. What if I were to get Connells? Agility bomber. Yeah, basically put my best score. I'm up to 3. Yeah, I'm all focused straight back. Is before, and somehow it has a big instrument after this. Lead to where things would taking focus. Except Britain and 4-star. Do both. They didn't bother. This was an earlier mechanic for the more modern version, like Goddard. To have the new puppet instead of being locked or it's over. This guy is organizing and push soon. Things I'd want to cover more. I don't want these guys. Warriors I fight are in cold weather, not hot. To places where I might invade. I could take the day. I'll need to go to industry first. All right. With sworn names before. And you can't do it without the reserve. It becomes possible. In charge. It's not about. Oh well. Still gonna want tanks. He's gaining before the. Remember in charge of the fights. Zelensky. Arno von I'll gain a little XP. Soon I want to promote up this guy. Oh, they were up here. They're planning. Pretty sure they're all, yeah, where things are going. I suspect there's gonna be more with the Czech originally, anything else. Playing victory points, which should be enough to give control. Steve. Tanks here because they can attack us. Although I shouldn't. Still check planes. Oh, I called it. I can rear. There's also attacking. If I fight the Czechs, I just won't call with what I've got here, but these guys, even if some of them get the width of the which is 70, they can't be flanked. So let's see, 36. 3 of these. have like, that's good. That place get dug in when they finish training, and you know what? Switch these guys into and from militia to proper infantry. There's that. Let's see. Port artillery, make it more and worthwhile. Hit actually century divisions thing. Thanks to the loyalist government in imperialist Australia under its to indicate the Great Britain will henceforth to the country. That actually make grammatic weird grammar use of the word imperialist and loyalist. The integrated puppets Imperial Federation. Imperial Federation. Australia and the integrated puppets, which they will. And the Newfoundland control of them or their puppets. They won't get the ride. Allow them to core Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. They don't actually get cores on. And if they which are much better than Brits is less dangerous when they go monarchist than this path. Slightly less dangerously. Get started on the Hanover thing. You know, soldiers, which is kind of inspired. This area isn't under attack, so I'm gonna put them under. The push to Trieste. It's helpful to delay that a little for the Italian Air Force, but mostly I just want the plan. Don't need division. I'll try and do that. just to get rid of the warning. And skiing's organizer. Beam burst thing. He's still got like, well, you should get Panzer first. Anyway. These are done be. The guy's a specialist instrument. He may eventually become chief of the Alder if he gets to level 6. Be chief boss, because or defense. Let's see. Plus level 1 towards level 8 and become a genius. Slowly, because he's old guard, but if there's enough fighting. He's go on. Redo that. That's good though. Planning to go further. Go. It's all. It always, thankfully, eventually Mussolini always there's enough cores and alright, cool. Negotiate licenses there. Just CPs. They actually pretty much immune based on divisions on board, but if you have no, it's kind of been some kind of maybe $2,100. I can now or like resources whenever I don't have resource more easily. Take resource rights on via other. Right now it's just 4. Or more steel as well. that I might want to buy and access, so I'll have to compete potentially. So I'm getting a sack. And steel all disappear though, and I'll weigh 100 now, and they're also doubled. Oh yeah, anyone's in this army for. I charge a really give me course based on some of the other integrate decisions namings. No, it still allows me to annex them. It adds build slot to the state and compliance. It's not cored, and even with the extra build slot, it means you're gonna have fewer build slots available, and it's manpower because puppets have cores, and if they're generic, come as power. At least all the industry and build slots, though you won't have there'll be no compliance anyhow, but you won't have spare anymore, so you trade off manpower for industry when you annex cores. So I'll probably re-annex all my core stuff and then just permanently keep some areas with a lot of industry and little manpower. Southern Sudetenland. If I go to defense, even got a little steel and get resource rates on. Once I've just have what this, none of it made just Kino, but yeah, the Southern Sudetenland, there's Austria will help with attacking Austria. However, I go to war with them right away. But if they do, since I have stationed this border, if I call war, we'll be safe. That won't be encircled in nonsense, because even though it's called some forts at all, and I pour down to wins and stuff, make it a little easier to capitulate the Austrians if they refuse to be my puppet, which it's almost better. Penalties. Go to war, I can break off penalty and will be communist. Little rump state that's of Austria. Plus the spirits that push democracy support, and they got the generic tree. Puppet Austria, smartest place. Vorarlberg is the rump state. So they might try and demand it. Let's. Which they're likely to do this because they don't have enough to increase the council for enough. Then, but, and that would cause that little. I don't know. It may not sway the U.S. declaring on me. Wait to delay that until I'm ready, and I need to rebuild my navy. Virtually non-existent. I still only got the Celtic. Name, if you know the history, so you know the battleship that got sunk. Instead, I renamed it after the entire region. I mean, that's one of the choice. Set it to battle cruiser ship names, and this is only a battle cruiser. So it'll probably become the fleet. I don't have one. And some destroyers. Cruisers are for heavy or evasive, and light cruisers are only cruisers. If you're outnumbered, you don't get close enough to suffer larger fleet. So small, actually, the main Polish navies, so one can roll anytime soon. Poland's more of a land power. Sweden, on the other hand, and a monarchist, so I don't deal with them. If I got in the state country, we get war goals in Denmark. Here I just have to in Denmark, and then they'll probably sell. So without having to reorganize at this rate. Oh well. Massive casualties of attrition, but and tanks wouldn't help. The tanks would just be ground down in motorized or figos and tanks, and real use of tanks is but I'm mostly reinforced. By way of Fiume. You know what? The enemy was expecting port. Let's just sit in reserves. I'm gonna launch attack them. This is gonna be rotating divisions. You know what? No. This is where I should go. They're reorganized enough so that these infantry have planned launch attack there. Yep, this battle yellow options. suffer too many crits. Industry. Tari's real early, like players in North focused on Civ for a long. Let's see, it's 15. A micro it to crazy. Done. I'll start on the Buddenberg line. Need to add something else to the bell queue. Switch to green. Oh, it's because my bombers have arrived. You know, something like that. Bombers haven't restarted production. Yeah, divisions. With some of them have anti-air. Look at this. I mean, this is 6. Not push. Let's play better in the AI. Alright, I could bring Schultz in here. That he should take over because he's more experienced. My trickster organizer. Doesn't have points yet, but eventually he's expert when he gets to level 6. Someday he closer to when you said it. Gotta build my advisors up Red Front Fighters training Moshik. Going on. Probably when I there we go. Increase midnight, especially since I started in this FIU. There are so many enemy divisions, though. Fast that the reinforcements couldn't run. Battalions they have. Even better. They have must have really fast power. Some way I can think of that. Is this tiny little just a team battle in this. So I've probably just gained a chance to defend instead of attack, and some hills and a victory point, which I think has a port. It's at least worth something. Now Yugoslavia is concealed this one dockyard. Not much value there, considering they only had that'll be useful. Yeah, there's over knew it. All these I may want to pull some lots of experience. Supplies. It's not much, but reinforcements, I guess. Equipment or man. There's promote before he reaches his or 8. Yeah, it's 8-3. Here. I knew they weren't the smartest off to defend this whole front. They're not anticipating. Yeah, check it. It's not much, but I think document consumer goods fraction was wrong. Resource rights, so I to reduce their time a little bit, Bill, and it is France might become hostile. If they leave, be glad. Don't prevent the West when I do the focus this will between 11 and 2 to 4 after. And I've got divisions. So there's still got on their border, but rather the Romanians held pushback. Okay. Yep. So the Benelux, the government country, to attract further interest in a slew of new nations have been invited to join alliance. Some new member nations has been decided EU under leadership. Have focus trees where they can try, which even the British fascists have. For that, but the Dutch have since manned the guns, and we've got enough divisions that they attack until reinforcements arrive. There's no way I would ever attack this, so that line. Here that are divisions north there. I'm more worried. Attack motorized. Fully retrained, looks like. They might actually, so I'll put them under sky. I use infantry. I use them. More divisions to actually make that divisions later. In the cities of one brigade, a little bit of I probably should start them since after they've taken that. Thankfully, they didn't start best defense. Could have already started an offensive focus like today. That this border a little. Level 1 is plan, so this is all forest. reduced, and well, since one to quick and stuff, it's going to be their superiority. If it's neutral country, I'm not sure they do, though. I know the Württemberg is useful, though. So next part of this enemy air superiority point, they help slightly with division staying alive here, because air zone enemy aircraft can just try to gain advantage, I guess. Part of it's also, though, in the zone where Hanover is. So speed. Forts aren't meant, but sorry, might go wild to build the military factories introduced. Continued industry snowball after. I don't really need more equipment. It's a different thing. I mean, I'm not going past. If I do get push off, any getting an artillery spec in your military high command, so you have to have actual infantry as well. And put divisions up here. And then, no, these guys, I thought they were got. Top back off their plane. Good enough. I think them was. Well, I think I know what happened. The battle will be by these guys attack. What a swine. Alright, got construction. Or I'm not in excavation for, even though it'll give me a smidge of oil. Earlier. It was long without the boost. I had talked about it boosting, like, you don't need the armor speed boost, so I really need it for is to quit the synthetic line. Doing some ahead of time. It's not real, this synthetic refinery reserve. very better just building your navy and trying to always. So. Just here. Indeed. Where is this gain another experience? That broke off again. So yeah, that's AI is canceling the fight periodically. Because I need to promote someone soon. Yeah, there yet again. Ultimately, not the 15th. Well. None of you get to join the war. Keeping them neutral. Even higher. Increasing the chance. Right. And I'm going to Rhineland. And synth refinery. I shouldn't forget. Of us to be. I currently have 14. But I'm going to build more synthetic refiners. Once I have in 5. And this first of all. It's with France forever. Rubber from Madagascar. Either they'll tattoo or I'll flip and climb to get the rubber from Madagascar. Not sustainable versus except the rubber from side. Once the British decide. The 15th Infantry in there. These guys to attack. Attacking the mountains, but they do have support at least. better place than for the infantry. Marching down here to help with the inevitable attack. Succeed with this. Attacking to that peninsula up there. Right. A new admiral. So, Weitzel. He rolled all the points in the attack, which take that good. And you got a K, which is very hard to grind. Speed chances and all. But yeah, given how tiny my fleet is, he can be lone wolf. While retreating. So you can cruiser. Try and train him up. But just nothing. Maybe since it is a capital ship, rotation some point of position advantage. Which pounder, which is not good for actual combat at sea. But long-term potential. Many. I'm going to reinforce this. Last 1 point he needs infantry. Gotta get promoted too. I really don't like that portrait. This guy, the armor officer. It'll be useful. I suspect that's coming soon. You know, to join the comment, probably don't many other folks is left. This also gets their next. It's not all about that. It's hard to. Whatever. Just events. That's fine. 140. Yeah, the fifth set in the reserve. Oh well. The leader is getting pretty experienced. Stefan Group. In fact, I think he was the other guy. Yep. But he might make a decent offer. like Leichner, who has the portrait. Viederman portrait is actually my most capable. Got a lot of channels that's on top of. To replace all the people lost in the Civil War. Just trying to win second German Civil War. You lose any generals and admirals, I think, unless you have an industry they provide. Not for divisions. Up it here, I have the divisions longer border. But shit, so I can have to roll financial expert. Since this is duplicate engineering and war industrial, so I'm not as to a hurry to remix the variants. Southern Commissariat there and pop it that way, and through the 25 determined to evoke Volkskomissariat to integrate and part 1 and justice, which 50, so it's like 100 as opposed to it's like 75 to 100 together for victory. Just reduce autonomy by giving him equipment. Maxim at the end. Most traditionally people will give honest things. And like build anti-air guns and a puppet to anti-air otherwise. It's incredible. Power. I missed something. Forget something. I need to go to extensive further. I'm drawing a little like here. He'll eventually raise his concern. It's gonna be a lot of nation. The folks eventually reintegrate, so I get disappears when I integrate them. Should be able to stay in a long time. Any of that nonsense. Any typical recommendation for that? Between Berlin Air Forces and Norway, I don't have any games have been made substantially easy antagonism any further, so don't risk losing our concessions. These concessions mean nothing. We should make one last push. I gain nothing from graph network. Production is 250 factories in this game. And I just completed a mill in Brandenburg. Continue to expand. Now I'm building trainer. Next step. One factory eventually. So building stuff. Rather than open later. Alright. Then I have numerical. And my troops are in there eventually. My like buying here we go, some more for sale. These older rifles or training division, obsolete rifles, or it's elite for them. They're probably, I haven't gotten around to that. There we go. Yeah. Obsolete. It's obsolete. War of Attrition. I even have a small stockpile to date. It's skinned. I'm gonna switch this. What? More support equipment. We have a very tiny surplus. Tanks, maybe. What? My heavy howitzers if I really want. I don't think so. Terrible. The air defense hopes of countering. it's really useful. It reduces losses. None of the other stat. Naval bomber production. I'm gonna, I'll just do it otherwise. I'll actually save production. I have to switch something. It's comparable. Any normal artillery. It's gonna start. This will grow my ammo. Well, I'll just make more artillery for now. I've got the tungsten. There we go. That'll help get around my tall. Rapid fire or big guns, maybe. Probably rapid fire. Regard this for a little more. Well, it won't be that much, but the bonus. This, yeah, I guess for the funding, and then when it designs any traits they have right in. Probably do standard artillery first, because but fire won't benefit them, so I could even make that my next tech. After some action should be done to when I open that, attack in there. Enemy attack. Time to bring forth tanks. It's this song. Soviet are attacking. This guy rates. Yazu's hit hard. Yeah, no. Not gonna visions then. Once he takes over the battle, and soon. Gets to keep him from. So I'm doing atomic research. If an excavation is I have most resources. Rubber production a little. Yeah, because I'm more a little, but I don't have that many synthetic refiners yet. It's past time I start upgrading. 25 then. Not so far, which I don't think artillery were upgraded with. Yeah, they weren't this, but that'll. I'm gonna tell this the 15cm guns. On that. Just for something later. Actually, rapid fire anti-air guns like this. Get more trait points to maybe even better designs. If I want to spend the army XP. Charges. It's a design team. Pretty. Not in a huge hurry. We're gonna do big stuff. More expensive XP, so probably. Next, then work my way down towards supercharge it to barrel foraging. Recoil mechanisms after barreling. Which, yeah, I might upgrade that into my story. Need to improve. Oh, that's not one tech, so I can work towards that. To deorganize and my nope. They're doing works. So smart enough for that, but they're doing. And benefiting from more is also benefiting and she become an organizer. And that trait put on logistics with Wizard that. No idea. Probably the next most important thing to know. Teenth is quite decorated. Bring them in. they're reinforcing and fat. Point they exceed the actually we're there. Anti-guns in Hanover. And put them factories from trade some. After that photo. The very small risk of naval can here divisions there. French. Put full divisions in they can march at a delay. Defend Flensburg, actually. Insurance against possible European Navy nonsense. I do wonder if that will cause civil war. Will they both? Oh. Well, we just try and roll back on their own. The inevitable counterattack. Okay, and I've completed social ownership. Helps with industrial production. Definitely wants and embrace democratic institutions for the political power and such have been really short. I do get the input power from this, so initialize also fast starting. is going to be some of what I'm doing now. We'll be doing soon. I'm trying to. I think I want parts and air guns. Cool. Something, but I don't know. This is a good time to pause it. Hours, which I'm just saying, but it might have reverted. Until next time. This is Guiding Star.